So interior stuff is something I wasn't originally planning on reviewing on my channel, but I've been getting the itch to upgrade more and more stuff inside. So here's the next addition to adding some more into the Bronco. So obviously there's a lot of solutions when it comes to the door side pockets for the 2021 and up and Ford Bronco. There's a lot of aluminum options. There's a lot of mesh type options. This one happens to be made out of ABS plastic. Realistically, the Bronco lacks cup holders, right? Big time. Any owner of a Bronco understands that completely. So I wanted a solution that would give me more space to have cup holders and still retaining the factory wire mesh to slide things in there as needed. But I really needed something to add some more cup holders. So LED Factory Mart did reach out to me and ask me if I wanted to review a couple of their items, and I chose this one because this is actually something I wanted to have in the Bronco, again, for additional cup holder storage and everything else. So we're going to install these. The installation procedure should be very, very easy on these. I don't plan on removing the netting that's in the Bronco right now. You can kind of just install these over it. So let's see how it goes and how they look and ultimately how they work. One thing in the box that I failed to take a look at was the installation instructions. So if you have any issues with the product, there's any quality issues, you can scan these QR codes. If you want to join a club, you can do so. If you need some help with the installation, you can actually call them. And they provide a sticker if you want to put that on your car as well or something else. But yeah, so that's good. They do support a bunch of different platforms. It's not just Bronco. Obviously they support Jeep Wrangler, Toyota Tacoma, even Harley motorcycles and more. So pretty cool. But anyways, let's get to the installation of these front door side pockets. This is what happens to the netting in the Bronco quite often, is when you start putting a lot of stuff in there, as you can see, it just starts wearing out and ripping and tearing. So it's nice to have another solution to kind of fix this. Okay, so here's the netting in the front door of the Ford Bronco. Obviously both sides have it. Use it all the time. Easy to install. Uninstall, shall I say. You're just pulling each one of these bolts out. This last one out, just kind of holding it. All right, so I installed these side door pockets with the netting installed, and I will say I did not like it at all. It's the netting gets in the way when you're trying to put cups in there. So when you have it fully covered like this, you're putting a cup in there, the netting is always getting hit from the top and it's just getting in the way. So you do have to keep this frame installed, but what you can do is pull this off, go to the back here and just remove this piece here, which actually just removes all the netting. So you don't need the netting anymore, and you put the frame back on and we are good. So then here now, once you get this snap back in, just like so, then you can put the door pocket back on and don't have to deal with the netting. And we'll show you what that gives you as far as cup storage and drink storage here in a second. Don't over tighten these, as you will crack the ABS plastic, so just be careful of that. All right, so let's try the cup test out and see what works in here. All right, first up on the cup test, we have an Owala. I know these are super popular right now, so let's see if that fits in there. It does, lo and behold, nice. Fits in there pretty good. That's great. All right, let's do a Yeti. Doesn't quite hit the bottom. It does fit in there. It doesn't move a whole lot, but again, I don't know if you can see in there or not, but it doesn't fully touch the bottom, so it could work. Just keep an eye on it. We'll try a Stanley Cup for all you Stanley Cup lovers out there. Yeah, that's probably not going to work. Well, I wouldn't push it. Yeah, I wouldn't push it, but just want to see if it does fit. Well, no, I wouldn't put it in there. All right, for typical water bottle, no problem. It does move around a little bit, so definitely going to want to keep that cap on. Let's see here, like a Red Bull drink, that's going to fit in there pretty easily. But the Red Bull drink, I don't know if I'd keep it in there without, yeah, that's just, there's a lot of movement in there. Maybe you can kind of keep it up here, stuff it towards the front. No, all right, not advised for cans this size or Red Bulls or whatever, so definitely continue to use the cup holder that's in your center console. How about some small Gatorade bottles? Yeah, that's fine. I think even a larger Gatorade bottle would fit in there, no problem. So yeah, this cup holder is more geared towards, you know, Eurowalas and stuff similar to it as far as sizing. So that's actually really good, because I know these are becoming very popular and there's very similar ones all around. So, and you still have all this storage here, so you can still put other things. You know, if you want to put additional drinks, you know, just to hold it, you know, you could do that. So you got plenty more storage. This doesn't stick out that much more than the netting. I mean, maybe another inch or two at the most. So it shouldn't, you know, take up too much room and hit your leg all that much. One thing I forgot to mention is if you look at the very bottom, it has weep holes. So in case you spill something, it won't just sit there and puddle in the bottom of the pocket. It will actually drain at the bottom, which is nice, which makes cleaning it out much easier too, as you can just spray or pour some soap and water in there and clean it out. But yeah, this works. I like it without the netting a lot more, so definitely recommend you removing the netting. And but yeah, I'm going to be using this for both doors here. And yeah, thanks for checking out the video. If you guys have any questions about this side door pocket, feel free to leave them in the comments section. And if you want to pick up these for yourself, you can check out the links in the video description. Thank you.